All right, everyone, and welcome back to another Direct to Exec online event. My name is Adonis. I'm going to be your host for today's event, and today we have a very special event for everyone. It is the A&R Challenge. 3 A&Rs will be joining us today and looking over all the submissions today, scoring them live, and the winner for today's event will receive a private studio session with each one of the 3 A&Rs that are joining us today. So let me introduce the A&Rs one at a time. First up on the A&R lineup, he is the Vice President of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. Welcome back to another Direct to Exec online again, Sean. How you doing, man? And no worries, we'll get right back to SHAWN BARRON. What's up, SHAWN BARRON? Can you hear us?
No, my bad. I'm good. I was just finishing up a phone call.
It's all good. SHAWN BARRON, welcome back to another Direct to Exec online event. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How about you?
Awesome. It's always great to have you, Sean. And as you know, we always ask a question to the A&Rs that join us. My question for you today, we have a lot of newer viewers that are tuning into today's event, and they don't really know what an A&R is. So we want to hear directly from the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Yeah. What exactly is an A&R? What does an A&R do?
I mean, it really starts with artist discovery. So we're out there, we're looking for artists, whichever way we find our artists. Some artists come through word of mouth, some artists come through you going to a show, some artists come through social media, some come through research. Once you identify that artist that you believe in, you go into the next step of the process, which is securing a deal for the artist. You go through those negotiations back and forth with the lawyers. Once that's done, that's when the real fun begins, and you start putting together music. You start putting together EPs, albums, singles to release, and really we foresee the whole process. So we're connecting artists with writers, producers, other artists. We're connecting them with media people, just anybody who can help elevate the artist. Once you have the music, then you go to the next step, which is marketing, promotions, rollout, and we're involved in all of that too.
For sure, definitely. Well said. Well, SHAWN BARRON, it's such a pleasure to have you today for the A&R Challenge. Thank you so much for joining us today, man. Up next on the A&R lineup, he's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Welcome back to Polo. Polo, welcome back to another Direct to Exec online event. How you doing, brother?
I'm blessed, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
Awesome. It's always great to have you as well, Polo. Thank you for joining us today. And my question for you today, Polo, what do you look for in an artist? When you're trying to sign these artists to your label, specifically Rock Nation, what exactly are you looking for?
I mean, it's a lot of things. I mean, obviously, I'm looking for someone that's really pushing their brand forward, treating their brand as a business, someone who's organized, meaning they have a team, management, a cameraman, you know what I'm saying? Even having their own engineer. I mean, now it's a lot of artists, but there's a few that really got all their stuff organized, and that's the kind of guys you kind of want to work with, because those are the guys that are taking their business seriously. And remember, it's a partnership, right? The label, I tell people, it's a partnership. So if your partner, if the counterpart is not up to par, or not in place, it makes it a little harder, for us to continue to do business, because again, we're investing money and we don't want our investments to not go right. So we're always looking for those guys that's really pushing their business, and our businessmen, just like Jay used to say, Jay-Z's not just a artist name, is a business. So we're always looking for those type of guys that, especially with the A&Rs, we're looking for those type of artists that kind of really have that, that mind frame. So, it takes a lot to become an icon or a big star, but, it starts with organization. So just getting all your stuff getting together, having your team, and pushing your brand forward, those are the guys that are the ones that are going to last longer. So that's the ones I'm kind of looking for.
Definitely well said. Well, Polo, it's so great to have you once again, man. Thank you so much for joining us for the A&R Challenge today. And last but certainly not least, he's an A&R director over at Atlantic Records. Welcome back to Knowledge. Knowledge, welcome back to another Direct to Exec online event. How you doing, brother?
My guy, what's going on? How you doing?
It's doing great, man. Always great to have you, Knowledge. Thank you for joining us today. And my question for you today, I'm going to bounce a little bit off of what I asked Polo. because we get a lot of newer viewers, a lot of that younger generation that really want to break into the industry. Now, you work at Atlantic Records, so from your mouth, we want to know, at what point should an artist, any artist, start meeting with A&Rs and with record labels, or reach out to you guys? At what point do they start reaching out to you guys to start moving forward with their career, to break in?
Got you. So I mean, listen, there's no one way to do anything in life in general, right? But in the music industry, there's really no one path, right? So it all depends on everything. Depends on the artist, you know what I mean? The team that the artist has around them, the connections that the team has access to, you know, the region that they're in, the type of music, all that stuff matters, right? But generally speaking, you know, I tell artists, like, don't even worry about the label. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the music, focus on your image as an artist, your brand, focus on, you know, getting the proper team, right? Whether that be your management, producer, in-house producer, engineer, camera person, someone, you know, help you out with your socials, you know, all these different things that you can that are part of a artist team that you can start to put together before you even get to a label. Focus on those things, you know what I mean? After, you know, as you continue to grow yourself as a brand, as you continue to put music out, you'll start to build awareness, you know what I mean? And the labels will find you. So you have all the different major labels, and you have the independent label. You have all types of people. So people are going to find you. You know what I mean? There's literally people that, like, all day sit in front of a computer and look for what's hot, what's not hot, what's going on, what's spiking. You know what I mean? People have their ear to the streets. And so if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing on your end as an artist, the label will find you. And typically that's how you want it to be, because then you have some sort of leverage, right? Because now as an artist, it's like, well, shit, you came to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't come to you knocking on your door asking nothing. You came to my door. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now you have some leverage as an artist when you're entering the negotiation of, you know, a record contract.
Definitely well said. Knowledge, it's so great to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's A&R Challenge. That's our star lineup of A&Rs. We have a great lineup of artists as well. At least 9 artists submitted a song or a video which we'll watch live alongside all 3 of those A&Rs. And like I said, today they are judging, giving scores live as they watch these submissions. And at the very end, I'm going to choose one winner that will receive the ultimate prize of a studio session with all 3 of the A&Rs. So let's start this thing off with the first artist on today's lineup. We have Project 88 Icon. Project 88 Icon. We do have the artist and the manager joining us today, so I'm going to go ahead and connect you both with us in the main room so we can talk to you guys real quick. Now, you both are in here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome, guys. Now, I got you both in here. I'll start off with the artist. Where are you from, brother?
Originally from Dallas, Texas.
Originally from Dallas, Texas. Awesome. Well, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us today. And what is the social media so we could go ahead and go check you guys out?
I can hear you.
What's your social media so everyone could go ahead and the A&Rs could go check you guys out?
Okay, it's Project PROJECT 88 ICON. Project 88 Icon.
Awesome. And got it. So you said that's on all platforms, right?
All platforms, yeah.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about this song you submitted. It's called Glizzy. I see you got almost 27,000 views on it. You got your manager in here as well. You guys are definitely doing something right. You're getting all these views. So what do you want to tell us about it? Let the A&Rs know what they're about to listen to. What is this all about?
Well, this is just one of the singles off my project, Area 88, the album I just released. The single is doing well. It's spinning out here on Dallas, Texas radio. It's on K104 and 97.9. I'm getting booked for shows. It's moving in the streets. I'm just kind of keep the momentum and stay focused on building the brand, like you said before. So I got my manager with me. We just moving as a team, man. You know, every day it seems like, you know, I'm gaining more momentum. So, you know, I'm just excited to hear some feedback. You know what I mean? And I'm going to keep going regardless. You feel me? So I appreciate everybody.
Definitely. And let's hear from your manager real quick. You want to give us the A&Rs a little insight. What are some of the things you're doing? Because, like I said, you got over 26,000 views on this. The artist just said you guys are building momentum. What are some of the things you guys are doing to build this artist momentum behind him?
We're definitely doing exactly what the A&R was mentioning about having like your own camera crew, just pretty much just building a team, you know, and we're attacking social media, we're attacking the streets with it, man. We're going in, man. We're in the studio recording. We got our own engineer, pretty much our own studio, man. We just own it. We're looking to take a trip out to Cali here maybe next week. After this next video that we're fit to shoot. I mean, we're working right now.
That's definitely the way to do it, for sure. All right, so we're going to go ahead and load up his song. This is Project 88 Icon with his song and his video. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Ready. In the trap all day, can't take no breaks, cause ain't no 401k. Got niggas wait for you to slip, so never serve where you stay. Got niggas cutthroat, bitter duck cold, get shot in your face. And we ain't going for disrespect, gotta keep that thing on my waist. Yeah, it's just me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy. Yeah, it's just me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy. Yeah, me and my glizzy. It's just me and my glizzy. I try to teach these young niggas something. Cross you out, yeah, they slide for nothing. He sold his soul, now he down to none. Chop a rock and knock you off your feet. They cutthroat, they leave you dead off in the street. You do that dirt, you do that time alone. Watch how you talking when you on the phone. My killer's crying, he ain't coming home. Stick to the code, yeah, that's all they know. Only thing fold is that paper though. We 24 hours, we don't clock in. Me and my glizzy locked in, it's a problem. He gon' mop shit, drop shit, pop shit. Better duck quick when you hear that click, click. Nigga, Project ain't the one you should fuck with. Nah, they can't take no breaks, cause ain't no 401k. Got niggas wait for you to slip, so never serve where you stay. Got niggas cutthroat, bitter duck cold, get shot in your face. And we ain't going for disrespect, gotta keep that thing on my waist. Yeah, it's just me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy. Yeah, it's just me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy. It's just me and my glizzy. Fuck them other niggas, cause I'm down with my glizzy. Fuck the other side, we gon' slide and get busy. Circle full of bosses, less is more, we got plenty. Get the heart away like penny, 30 rounds in the semi. Moving pounds in the city, even got Bobby Whitney. My hustler game is ridiculous, addicted to going to get it. Especially for the right ticket, we gon' ship it. Put it in the mail and vacuum seal it. You saying that you that though, I hope you got your strap hoe. My niggas shoot you in your face by day, they like that though. Kick those serve a nigga raw, like a sushi roll. Trap roll hard, then the bitch like a 24. In the trap all day, can't take no breaks, cause ain't no 401k. Got niggas wait for you to slip, so never serve where you stay. Got niggas cutthroat, bitter duck cold, get shot in your face. And we ain't going for disrespect, gotta keep that thing on my waist. Yeah, it's just me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy. Yeah, it's just me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy, me and my glizzy. It's just me and my glizzy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first artist on today's lineup. That was Project 88 Icon with his video that he submitted for us today. At this point, I'm going to toss it over to the A&Rs. Let's find out what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, we'll start off with you. What do you think of Project 88 Icon and his video that he submitted?
I thought the record was solid. I liked the video as well. I liked his energy in it. I'm not mad at the hook. Like, I thought he did a really good job overall on the record altogether. It didn't necessarily strike me as like it's not like a groundbreaking new sound or anything like that. It's very familiar, but he still has his own voice within it. It doesn't necessarily sound like another artist. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like it. I think he did a good job.
Awesome. Thank you for that knowledge. And with that, we'll go over to the next A&R on the lineup. He's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, what'd you think of Project 88 Icon and his video that he submitted?
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback on the knowledge, honestly. I think he did a good job. I wasn't like you said, like it wasn't a record that wowed you. I just think, to me, the only part I probably, wasn't crazy about was my glizzy part. It's the saying itself just wasn't really hitting me on it. But I think the first part of the chorus was dope. I think he did a good job. Overall, I think he did a great job. So I'm not mad at this. I like the visual. He came with the energy. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, just keep pushing. Just hopefully, catch a record. The next one, hopefully.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. And with that, we'll go over to our last A&R in the lineup. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. SHAWN Barron, what'd you think of Project 88 Icon and his song that he submitted?
I liked it. I thought it was solid. I thought the video was shot great. I felt like the melody he used in the song was good. Of course, I always feel like just the songwriting could be always tighter and always like just thinking more outside the box. But it was good though. I liked it.
Awesome. Thank you for that, SHAWN Barron. And you heard it from all three of the judges right there, all three of the A&Rs. They are scoring you live, so stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're today's winner for the A&R Challenge. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Boss Fredo. Boss Fredo, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the A&Rs. All right, so Boss Fredo, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on, brother? Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago, Illinois,
Awesome.
east side of Chicago.
That's what's up, man. Representing Chicago. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us today. And what is your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out?
On all social medias, my social media name is Boss Fredo, BOSSFRADO, BMT, BMT 4L. Like the number 4L. On all social medias, on all social media platforms. That's my name.
All right, awesome. So tell us a little bit about your song you submitted. It's called Slime. It's got almost 200 views on it. What is this all about? What are the A&Rs about to listen to here?
Okay, what they about to listen to is it's on some coming from Chicago. It's like on the song, it's me and my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Now we coming with the bars, but we also coming direct with it. It's a lot of punchlines in it. I try to make all my music sound, I try to make all my music sound not similar to other Chicago rappers, but at least a different sound. I've been doing music for a long time. I really got a passion for it, so that's what I do. I got I got a couple mixtapes out, rookie season. You can check me out on all platforms, Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal. I got another mixtape out. It's called Revenge, and I'm finna drop another one June 4th. It's called The Heart Files. Now that's my updated sound. Everything on there is updated. I'm in the studio 24/7. So let's get it.
All right, that's what's up. So this is Boss Fredo with his song. Let me go ahead and load it up, and we'll be right back.
Go.
I got D-Dog in this bitch with me. FEBMT shit. What up,
Hey, B.
Before Corona, bitch, I kept a mask. Can't go on no licks, ain't got no blick. You out here terrified, keep running, you little bitch. Taliban's, how we terrorize. Go post on the ops. We don't play no tit for tat and getting back let off through silence. Writing statements in that station, boy, your name in black and white. You ain't utilized your rights, remaining silent about them nights. See your niggas in that room, facing charges, watch them flip. You ain't never see me throw a stone, then run off in the dip. I'm big boss. Shit, let's go. Nephew, this shit on the floor, we take a loss, bounce back for sure. We got smoke. What you need, just let me know.
know. Ain't no knocking at the trap unless you purchasing some more. Before I put trust in the bitch, I lay down in the ditch. He ran his mouth up with the fit, me and my Glocky low and stitch. You ain't standing on no business, gang. Got sis capping your raps. You ain't never did a 24, don't know shit about the trap. I'm the truth, yeah, like 34, no Boston, it's the rack. We got F's in the max, you guess what she thinking is that? Boy, I got it out the mud. I ain't need no helping hand, V on my back, 10 toes alone. I don't need no AA. We got chocolate, same size as KK. Army shit, but quick to set a sail just like the Navy. Send my little niggas out, they bad as hell like baby. Now he on the ground, switch it with one wrist that Ray J.
It's on site for you woofing niggas. I lay low, I don't do the talking. Speak a piece, then it's over, nigga. BMT, we stand over, niggas. I'm the type who don't say much, but laugh in your face when you about to die. You tough as hell on the internet, but face to face, you was about to cry. Taught me the way around, how to slick talk and maneuver right. Never lacking, I stay on my toes. If I get got, I ain't moving right. Thoroughbreds, what I be around. If you for the gang, then you stay around. One eat, then we all eat. It's a brotherhood, we don't play around. All my niggas keep a care around for a hater lurking on some clout shit. Thought hoes you can move around. Got a bad bitch and she down for me. Fake niggas moving around from me. How you snake a nigga who was down for you? I grew up running wild boys who was selling dope to get the rent paid. Rolling dice in the bathroom, we was doing that in the 6th grade. If you broke, get your dollars up and stop speaking on the gang. Check the stats, fuck that bullshit, cause we can quickly get it changed. Yeah, we can quickly get it changed, bitch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Boss Fredo with his song and his video that he submitted for us. Let me toss it over to the A&Rs. Let's find out what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, let's start off with you. What'd you think of Boss Fredo and his video that he submitted?
Oh, cool. I like the energy. Just wish there was a chorus. I feel like his verse was long. And then when his nephew came in, just feel like there's 2 verses. I'm not mad at it. I mean, because he's spitting he's being him. But sometimes a chorus or can help it, a record stand out a little bit more. I just didn't get who he was out of this record. I mean, like, they didn't really tell me who Boss Fredo is. You know what I mean? As an A&R, that's what we're looking. We're looking for that discovery record that's going to make it go, oh, let me see what else he got. I mean, this is good, but they didn't really drive me to anything else. You know what I'm saying? But, keep working at it. That's all.
Definitely great advice there. Thank you for that. Polo, let's move on to the next A&R on the lineup. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what were your thoughts of Boss Fredo and his video?
I thought it was solid. I liked the beat he chose. I agree with the verses was kind of long, what Polo said. I just feel like, I heard that before, from a lot of different people. So I just want you to just think outside of the box when you attack your next record. But it was solid though. Overall, it was solid. It wasn't bad.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. And with that, we'll go over to our last A&R in the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what'd you think of Boss Fredo and his video?
I thought the record was solid as well. I liked the production. I liked the beat. I liked the energy of the beat. I liked his energy as well. I think whenever you do a record where you have a featured artist on there, you want the featured artist to kind of take the record up a notch. You know what I mean? I don't think that the second artist really did that for this particular record. I think the record was stronger before he got on it, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, obviously the record could have been a little better as far as just having a hook and having more structure of being an overall record, you know what I mean? But for where he's at, I could tell he's, it seems like he's fairly early on in his music career, really just getting started. So getting the music out there, you know what I mean? He's developing. So I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the effort. I'm not mad at the presentation. Just has to continue growing as an artist, working on making songs, you know what I'm saying? But I like where he's at.
Awesome. Thank you for that knowledge. And you heard it from all 3 of the A&Rs there. Great stuff from the A&Rs. Boss Fredo, stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're today's winner for the A&R Challenge. And next up on the lineup, we have Skato. Skato, we don't have you in the chat room, but we do have your song ready to go. It's called Dear Me. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Hey yo, Ran, turn that up.
Turn that up. Turn that up. Turn that up.
All my life I had to fight, nigga. Pain on my mind, but I'm fine, nigga. Losing my vision, Lord, am I tripping? You brought me somebody, I'm finally winning. Aside from this pain and feeling strange, can't complain, blessings I'm a gang. I hide in the shadows and pray every day. Losing my way as I'm losing my faith. How can I trust when I can't see the plan? Waking up early, reporting to the man. Can't tell my family, they don't understand. They don't understand. I wanna come home, I like to be gone. Feeling out so I don't pick up the phone. That's the only way that I can contact everybody that I socially back. Before when I've been living through L's. A dead brother, another gone in the cell. Lost a few close homies backing away. Turn me into the man I am today. How can I make it? They constantly hating. Lord, I'm sick and tired of patiently waiting. All they ever needed was a little clarity. Step in my shoes, you niggas can't compare to me. Show them the truth, keeping it real. Never gave a fuck about how they feel. Tell me I'll make it, believing I won't. Can't fuck with you, I do better on my own. Thanking God that I moved away from home. Sacrificing, forgive me if I'm wrong. Forgive me if I'm wrong. All my life I had to fight, nigga. Pain on my mind, but I'm fine, nigga. Losing my vision, Lord, am I tripping? You brought me somebody, I'm finally winning. Aside from this pain and feeling strange, can't complain, blessings I'm a gang. I hide in the shadows and pray every day. Losing my way as I'm losing my faith. Pray for my sins and I did it again. Fuck you niggas, I don't want no new friends. Fuck you hoes, never ever catch me slipping. I'm not the one for the nagging and bitching. I'm fly like propeller, moving on stealth. Sick of this pain, for wrong with my health. Extending my hand, I never asked for help. I'm good, I figure it out by myself. Losing my mind like I'm growing insane. With every step I keep feeling this pain. Look to the skies praying for a change. Giving it time, but I'm feeling the same. Do you hear me? Don't wanna complain. Without your love, I can't do anything. I'm a man, so I get it how I can. Check coming in, I'm stacking up my bands. All my life I had to fight, nigga. Pain on my mind, but I'm fine, nigga. Losing my vision, Lord, am I tripping? You brought me somebody, I'm finally winning. Aside from this pain and feeling strange, can't complain, blessings I'm a gang. I hide in the shadows and pray every day. Losing my way as I'm losing my faith. Shadows and pray every day. Losing my way as I'm losing my faith. Hide in the shadows and pray every day. Losing my way as I'm losing my faith.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Skato with his song and his video that he submitted for us. Let me toss it over to the A&Rs. Let's find out what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. SHAWN Barron, you'll be up first. What do you think of Skato and his song that he submitted?
I actually enjoyed this a lot. I liked his voice. His voice was dope. I liked how he was flowing. I wish that he would have picked up the energy a little bit throughout the verses, but other than that, it was good. I liked it.
Awesome. Thank you for that, SHAWN Barron. Positive stuff there from the first A&R. Let's move on to the next A&R in the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what do you think of Skato and his video that he submitted?
Yeah, I like the video as well. I like the song as well. I feel like overall, it could have been a lot better. He's starting out songwriting wise. He needs a lot more work. Just as far as lyrics and like Sean mentioned, just knowing where and when to bring the energy in certain parts to add excitement to the record and things like that. All of those things, that'll come with him just being in the booth and being in the studio and just recording and get more and more comfortable. I did think he had a dope voice, but even with that, I feel like he hasn't quite learned how to use it yet all the way. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like as he continues to get more comfortable, he learns how to use his voice more, and learn that that's one of his advantages as an artist is his voice, almost like Giveon, you know what I mean? Like in a way like that, to where his voice is unique and he learned how to use it to where it really stands out. Similar to that, I feel like you just have to find your voice all the way on the record, you know what I'm saying? But I think he has a solid foundation for sure.
Awesome. Definitely some great stuff there from Knowledge. Moving on now to the last A&R on the lineup. He's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, what'd you think of Skato and his video that he submitted?
Yeah, I think Knowledge honestly hit it right on the head with, with the same feelings I have. I think, he does have a good voice. He just not using it correctly yet. He just has to get better with, get it tighter on the delivery side, tighter on the writing side. Just think he's gonna get more comfortable. The more he writes, the more he records, the more he performs. He'll start to find his own. It's still early and it's not there yet, but the potential is there, the voice is there. So when he does, like Donna said, once he does find it, he knows how to use it. He has a good advantage. But right now, it just needs more time. It just needs more work. And again, but don't give up because you have something. Like I said, that voice is unique. And once you find out how to use it and put it in the right pocket and the right delivery, it's going to stand out. But right now it's early. But I wasn't mad at his approach. It just needs more time. Remember, it just needs more time.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. And you got yourself some great feedback there from all three of the A&Rs. Skato. Stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're today's winner for the A&R Challenge. And next up on the lineup, we have Corey Butta. Corey Butta, we don't have you in the chat room, but we have your song ready to go. It's called I'm Tired. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Corey Butta, yeah, man, I swear I'm tired, man, yeah. I'm doing all of this time for all these crimes on my mind, man, God damn, yeah, I'm tired of rocking all these jail clothes, tired of putting money on this damn phone, tired of concentrating on this mail flow, yeah, tired of writing all these sad songs, y'all took my life from me, I did wrong, I don't understand what I did wrong, I just put in work for what I stand for, yeah, and I'm tired of rocking all these jail clothes, tired of putting money on this damn phone, tired of concentrating on this mail flow, yeah, tired of writing all these sad songs, y'all took my life from me, I did wrong, I don't understand what I did wrong, I just put in work for what I stand for, locked up in a cage like a birdo, for that ratchet and stuff to me everywhere I go, how the fuck they gon' take me for my little girl though, the only person I care about in this world though, now I'm stuck up in that bitch going crazy, I'm making blood, spilling blood all over toilets and tables, got so much fire in my heart and I don't know where to aim it, and all this time in segregation got me constantly thinking like, whoa, you need to pump your brakes, little homie, you got a daughter, you a father, better act like you want it, she getting old about a minute, time ain't waiting for nothing, plus these niggas is bluff, they ain't talk about nothing, you can tell they don't want it, look how you handle them, fuck them, you got a mission to get rich and get the fuck out of Kentucky, but I'm a Cincinnati Red, for that ration, I'm blooded, but rap what they wanted, I make them run it back when I flooded, because these pussy ass rap me in front and I'm actually gunning, I'm strapped with 100, get clapped, you stomach, get whacked, you another like black, I ain't wanted this time in the dungeon, I'm back like fuck it, I'm back like thuggin', like hold up, wait a second, let me count my blessings, I woke up this morning, hearts are beating in my chest, and man, that's all I really need to go and get without projecting, I just wanna be the best before they try to come arrest me, damn, and I'm tired of rocking all these jail clothes, tired of putting money on this damn phone, tired of concentrating on this mail flow, yeah, tired of writing all these sad songs, y'all took my life from me, I did wrong, I don't understand what I did wrong, I just put in work for what I stand for, yeah, and I'm tired of rocking all these jail clothes, tired of putting money on this damn phone, tired of concentrating on this mail flow, yeah, tired of writing all these sad songs, y'all took my life from me, I did wrong, I don't understand what I did wrong, I just put in work for what I stand for, put in work, trapping so berserk, pushing that pack on the block until I made it work, so I'll be shot with a Glock and put you in the dirt, if you try me, I'd rather the cops catch you, they get murdered, that's a life, nigga, that my life, try and get it right, but get left all the time, so I'm stressed all the time, but I'm blessed, I'll be walking with death all the time, and I know I could be next anytime, I can see the sign, I pay attention to people because I be with mine, you let them out of your sight, like they go try to sneak behind. Take everything that's around you after they leave you blind. And you be lucky if you no crumb left behind. And I'm just telling how I is. I'm sitting in the cell with the pictures of my kid. I'm waiting on the pill that just died on my bed. Feeling all by myself, me, my daughter, and my kid. That's why I don't give a shit about none of these niggas. And I'ma never don't give a fuck about none of these bitches. That's how I run on my baby while I was up in prison. The just leave me moved out into them. That's familiar, so familiar. I was in the cell making magic like Matilda. Spitting more bars than the one that could seal this. I stayed on my grind, never stopping, never yielding. Just wait and walk up out of that building for real, cuz. And I'm tired of rocking all these jail clothes. Tired of putting money on this damn phone. I'm tired. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Corey Butta with his song that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the A&Rs. Let's find out what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's an A&R director over at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, let's start off with you. What were your thoughts of Corey Butta and his song that he submitted?
Again, you know, solid foundation. Song wasn't bad. Just still feels early in the developmental stage, needs work. I like some of the melodies that were used in the song, but a lot of times in the beginning, artists tend to like stick to one or two melodies throughout the whole song, and it starts to feel like redundant or mundane throughout the record. You know what I mean? So it's like they just have to, you know, artists have to learn to switch it up to keep the record exciting, keep the listener interested in it. So it was a lot of that, and then always the lyrics. You know what I mean? The lyrics have to, you know, artists have to figure out ways to say new stuff, keep it fresh, things like that. So I think he has a good foundation. Like I said, I like some of the melodies. Production could have been better. And just the subject matter, I'm not mad at. You know what I mean? I like what he was, the message and the things he was getting across. It just has to find out a better way to say it necessarily.
Thank you for that knowledge. Great stuff there from our first A&R. Let's move on to the next one. He's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, what'd you think of Corey Butta and his song that he submitted?
Good. I'm gonna piggyback over knowledge again because kind of in the head where just definitely potential. You can see that there's he has a good foundation, but it just didn't move the needle. I mean, he has good parts, but overall could have been put together a little bit better. That comes with the writing. I tell guys, write. It's like writing's like shooting jump shots in the gym. If you're a basketball player, you're only gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, so once the writing is tight and the writing is good, then it helps with the melody. It helps with the comes with filling it in the pocket and just being able to like I said, add more to it where it doesn't sound like it's one melodic flow or one sound. You kind of could go up in peaks and down peaks, you know what I mean? Just to give you a little bit more excitement because you want to keep people engaged, and that's what sometimes the lyrics, sometimes the production, or just your tone in your voice, or just a switch up in your voice or anything can add that little bit of just keeping people's attention to the song. But if you're continuously going on one tone, it just it's not gonna, you might get bored and want to turn it off. Even though the concept was cool, like now I said, it just still overall didn't grasp me the way I wanted to. But it was solid.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. Great advice there from our first two A&Rs. Let's move on to the last A&R on the lineup. He's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN Barron. What'd you think of him and his song that he submitted?
I mean, both of the guys hit it on the head. I probably couldn't say anything more to to add on, except for you need to find a producer to flesh out your sound because it just sounded a little bit early and the production sounded a little bit dated to me. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you for that, SHAWN Barron, and you got yourself some great advice there from all three of the A&Rs, Corey. Stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're one of today's winners or you're the winner for today for the A&R Challenge. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Hippie Tribe. Now, Hippie Tribe, we don't have you in the chat room, but we have your song ready to go. It's called Moonshine with almost 3,000 plays on it. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Laying down, but it feels like I'm floating. And there's a Horton, here's a who in the room. Stay the night, ooh, while I bet she's hoping. Cause she like the way, she like the way. She like the way that I rule the night. She said it's more than a vibe. I tell her it's all about peace signs. Just throw up up in the sky. Now she hit my line when she wanna come alive. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. We like to dance in the moonlight. Ecstasy in the moonshine. My heart and this room are full, but I still save a seat for you. Why? Cause I'm on a run. I'm on a hunt for euphoria. And I'm numb to the touch, whoa. But I can still feel the love. And I'm on a run, oh, I'm on a hunt for euphoria. Numb to the touch, whoa. But I can still feel the love.
Silent my phone, and siren my back when mama make it spiral like goon. I spider right fit, bending rules quick like backbone. Give me ooze, give me osmo ooze, talking like baboon. Talking about tattoo past 12 hours past noon. Beat it up on camera, still screaming for 5-0. Toss in the air, kicking the beat, go twice like pole. I trick my chick, gon' make me begging for I go. She make it feel like home, no, but I still know I'm on a hunt for euphoria.
And I'm numb to the touch, whoa. But I can still feel the love. And I'm on a run, oh. I'm for euphoria. Numb to the touch, whoa. But I can still feel the love.
Hey, the chair.
Back!
Do your surgery.
Numb to the touch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Hippie Tribe with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the A&Rs. Let's find out what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, we'll start off with you. What were your thoughts of Hippie Tribe and his video that he submitted?
I wasn't mad at this. I mean, honestly, yeah, I wasn't mad at this, especially for a lyric. You know, it was very creative, different. I actually like the rap second artist that came on too. He brought some energy to the record. Yeah, I'm not mad at this. You know, good discovery record because I want to see what else they got. So yeah, I think he did a good job. No, you know, definitely not mad at this.
Awesome. Great. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Polo.
Yeah,
What's up?
I guess I got caught into the video itself, all the graphics and stuff like that.
But that's a good thing, right, Polo? Like, as an A&R, like, you want that type of thing, right? That way it gets you a little more curious about the artist, right?
For sure. Like, it made me wonder what else they got. You know, and again, that's the point. You want to impress us enough to see what else you have. You know what I mean? Like, even if this is the record that, you know, moves the needle, but it made me pay attention to what was going on. And it made me go, okay, shit, I'm not mad at this. And let me see what else they have. You know what I mean? So for sure, good record.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Polo, positive stuff there from our first A&R on the lineup. Let's go to the next A&R. He's a VP of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what were your thoughts of Hippie Tribe and his video that he submitted?
Yeah, I agree with everything that Polo said. Great discovery record, doing something different. The video stood out. The second guy definitely like brought something, more to the song. I felt like he was probably the standout on the song. But overall, it was just, it was well done.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. Great stuff there from the first two A&Rs. Let's go to the last A&R in the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Hippie Tribe and his video that he submitted?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much in line with what the other judges mentioned. I thought the record had a nice vibe. It didn't have a mimicky feel of like we're trying to sound like this person or this particular sound that's current or whatever. Felt like they was doing their own thing. I thought the video itself was very dope and creative and definitely brought you in as a viewer. I thought it was definitely a discovery record as well, for sure. The second artist, he brought something to the record. That's what I was talking about. As far as I don't know if he's a featured artist or if this is a group, but he was able to take the record up a notch from where it was already at. You know what I mean? I felt like I was already in tune and I was already paying attention. And then when he came on, it brought it up. Where I was like, oh, okay, damn, this is fire. You know what I'm saying? So I think they did a good job. I think the song could have been better. There was some fire parts in there, you know what I mean, that could have been built off of. But like overall, I think they did a good job.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Knowledge. Great stuff there from all three of the A&Rs and Hippie Tribe. Stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're today's winner for the A&R Challenge. And next up on the lineup, we have Sean Asari. Sean Asari, doesn't look like we have you in the chat room, but we have your song ready to go. It's called Better at Being Lonely. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Days when it was me and you. Now I'm left here feeling bruised. I know it wasn't what it used to be. At least then it wasn't hurting me. Do I ever come across your mind? 'Cause I think about you all the time, and I know this isn't right, but I'll put you on. So without you here, I'm getting better at being lonely. I know I won't forget what we've been through, but I can't move on if I'm missing you. Do I ever come across your mind? 'Cause I think about you all the time, and I know this isn't right, but I'll put you on. So without you here, I'm getting better at being lonely. Do I ever come across your mind? 'Cause I think about you all the time, and I know this isn't right, but I'll put you on. So without you here, I'm getting better at being lonely. No, without you here, I'm getting better at being lonely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Sean Asari with his song that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the A&Rs. Let's find out what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up first. What do you think of Sean Asari and his song?
I feel like he had like all the elements there. Like he knows how to make a song, but the song still didn't hit like it should have hit. The songwriting wasn't there. The production still sounded dated to me. Yeah, he needs to upgrade those two things. Like he knows how to put it together, but the actual pieces weren't there.
Gotcha. All right, thank you for that, Sean Barron. And with that, we'll go over to our next A&R on the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what do you think of Sean Asari and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Sean. I think the song wasn't bad. You know what I mean? The song definitely had a nice vibe to it. I liked his voice. Just all the elements didn't come together necessarily for it to be a standout record, so to speak. You know what I mean? I think he still needs work on the things that most artists do. You know what I mean? Songwriting, bringing the record together all the way, tying it in, having moments within the record that stand out to the listener upon the first listen, you know what I mean, things like that. But you know, we've heard a lot worse. He's in a I would say he's in a good spot, you know what I mean, as an artist. He just has to dig deeper, you know what I mean, into his artistry, into who he wants to be as an artist, and making the record stand out more.
Definitely. Thank you for that knowledge. And with that, we'll go over to our last A&R on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what do you think of Sean Asari and his song that he submitted?
I mean, I think both A&R said most of what I was feeling. You know, the rating's important. The top line, that's what catches people's attention. We have a great top line off the rip. You're ready. People are in tune. He has a good voice. He had a good melody. Overall, like Donald and Sean said, together it could have been cohesive, a little bit better. A little bit, you know, even the delivery could have been better. But it all starts with the writing. I mean, so if the production is, you know, sounds a little outdated, the writing sounds a little outdated, you're gonna lose our attention. So I would just try to find, you know, newer production, and just continue writing until you get it. I mean, like, you'll know when that line stands out. And I just feel like, you know, again, it just has to do with the writing more. So if you focus on that, you know, because there's potential there. Like Nala said, it's not the worst. It's not the worst thing we heard. I think it's actually okay. I just think the writing, the song itself, the concept, and you know, the whole execution could have been a little bit better. But there is potential, so he should just keep going at it, and hopefully he finds the right, you know, gets to where the lyrics are matching the sound.
Definitely.
And it's, you know, maybe you get it there from there.
Definitely. Thank you for that, Polo. Definitely great advice there from all three of the A&Rs. And Sean Asari, stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're today's winner for the A&R Challenge. And next up on the lineup, we have J-Day. Now, J-Day, we do have you in the chat room. Let's go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the A&Rs. All right, so Jay, can you hear us? What's up, brother? So you're muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
What's going on?
What's up, brother? Where are you from?
I'm from Jefferson, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
On Instagram, I'm officially J-Day, all lowercase. On my Facebook, it is Jacob Worth, otherwise J-Day as well, JAYD/DAY. My Twitter is IamJday. And I think that's about it.
All right, awesome. So, J-Day, tell us a little bit about this song you submitted today, Under the Stars, featuring Marcus Porter. You got almost 5,000 plays on this. This is a newer song. You're definitely doing something right here because you're getting views, you're getting listens, a lot of likes on the video. What is this all about? What are the A&Rs about to listen to here?
Well, to sum it up, it just kind of, it's more or less just kind of finding my purpose in life. Every once in a while, I'll be outside, I look at the moon, wondering if what I'm doing is the correct thing, whether my purpose that I understand is what it is. It all comes down into a deeper connection. Just wondering, not just myself, but everyone else that listens to it, wondering what our purpose is and what we're doing to be into that position.
Okay, cool. And real quickly, Jay, tell us a little bit about how are you promoting this? Like, you know, what is some of the stuff you're doing to push your music? Because like I said, you got a lot of views on this, you got a lot of likes. What are some of the things you're doing at this point so the A&Rs know, like, what's J-Day all about?
Well, me personally, I'm all about striving for excellence. S4X is my brand that I've created. I've also made a clothing line out of it. Overall, I feel the need to put my music into an aspect where people can connect to on a deeper level, where they can be more connected and understand myself as well. I'm a father of 3. I work every day. I'm still trying to make it more full-time with my music, but at the same time, I know eventually, as long as I keep going the way I'm going, eventually things will go to the way I expect it to.
Definitely. All right, cool. So this is J-Day with his song Under the Stars. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
Got me under the stars, under the stars. Feel like I finally had it. Yeah. Got me under the stars. Yeah. Got me under the stars, looking up. Feel like I finally had enough. I'm questioning everything, imagining a fantasy. I don't know why I'm here right now. So much shit through my head right now. I don't know why I'm here right now. So much shit through my head right now. What is the issue? What is the issue? What is wrong with me? I don't know. Don't wanna hear sorry. No. But I know this just ain't me. I need to change and rearrange my thoughts. I'm slightly disorganized. I start to smoke, I begin to sip. I feel the darkness begin to rise. I'm looking to the sky, got me thinking what if. Thinking about the world and the life I live. Understanding that I'm not perfect. Wondering, is it really worth it? Should I take the chance? Is it drain the bottle? Laying under the moon, praying for tomorrow. As I close my eyes, I begin to sleep. And I hope to wake up and it be all a dream. Got me under the stars, looking up. Feel like I finally had enough. I'm questioning everything, imagining a fantasy. I don't know why I'm here right now. So much shit through my head right now. I don't know why I'm here right now. So much shit through my head right now.
What am I doing? Where am I going? Feet on pavement, or am I floating? I cannot lie to you, I am a stoner, a loner, a roamer, someone who is seeking truth. Living my life out in move, staring at stars like in youth. This is my truth, I'm walking and talking and they cannot stand it. I planted, I landed. This is my piece of the sky. I am high on a rise like a kite with no tie. I am lit like a candle, my flame is eternal. I'm surfing the channel, Poseidon, I dive in, yeah. You do not get what I'm doing, I'm lucid. My forbidden dreams are the truest, you knew it. Power's at hand when stakes are the highest. I'm living my life with my wave on the rise.
Got me under the stars, looking up. Feel like I finally had enough. I'm questioning everything, imagining a fantasy. I don't know why I'm here right now. So much shit through my head right now. I don't know why I'm here right now. So much shit through my head right now. So I roll one, I kick that, look up at the moon. I feel like my life is not what I assume. I close my eyes and imagine something different. Shouting to the universe, speaking specifics. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. It may be sweet, but I still gotta wipe it down. Life is a bitch and she riding my dick. Lord knows that I'm a finna bust down. I'm up against the wall like a poster, trying to get closure, trying to get closer.
Gotta stay strong, strong like a soldier, heart stone like a boulder. Something switched in me, crossover. I ain't playing around. Last quarter, last second, about to take it down. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. And in time, things will just come to you. Got me under the stars, looking up. Feel like I finally had enough. I'm questioning everything, imagining a fantasy. I don't know why I'm here right now. So much shit through my head right now. I don't know why I'm here right now. So much shit through my head right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was J-Day with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the A&Rs. Let's find out what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, let's start off with you. What were your thoughts of J-Day and his video that he submitted?
I thought the record was okay. It wasn't like whack. It wasn't bad. But for me, more than anything, like, it didn't move the needle. Like it lacked any emotion for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it didn't I don't know. I don't want to say like, just the way it didn't, whatever emotion needed to be carried through, nothing grabbed me. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't feel the energy of a party record, but it didn't feel the energy, like, you know what I mean? I didn't know what energy to really grab from this particular record. Like it just was playing, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, I don't know if that's songwriting wise. I don't know if that's melody wise for this particular record. I don't know if it's just the energy at which you're recording with, you know what I mean? That just the confidence of when you're recording, if that needs to shine through more or what. But I just wasn't a fan of the production. And it just didn't, you know what I mean? Nothing really stood out about the record to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just very middle of the road. Like, okay, cool. I hear you, you know what I mean? But it wasn't nothing really being said to me.
All right, thank you for that knowledge. With that, we'll go over to our next A&R on the lineup. He's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, what'd you think of J-Day and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I agree with knowledge. It was cool. Like, it had a vibe, it had a vibe to it for sure, but it just felt a little bit outdated. Just the production of it, even just the overall execution of it. I think the writing could be a little bit tighter. That'll help. But then, again, if the production kind of sounds a little outdated, you're not going to get too much out of it. I think, he had an idea. I just feel like the idea just doesn't fit what is going on today. I mean, like, I wouldn't even know where to put it in today's market. But I'm not, again, this is his sound, this is his vibe. I'm not mad at it. Just, again, you got to just try to figure out how to make it sound a little bit more up to date-ish. I think, lyric, the writing is important. That's the most important part. So that starts there. It's just, again, potential there because, again, overall sound, I wasn't mad at it because it had a good vibe. You were actually able to vibe to it, but it didn't grab you or it didn't have anything that just said, oh, so let's hear it again. You know what I mean? Like, so, just keep working at it and try to just work with either producers and writers that are a little bit, more up to date with it. So that's my opinion.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Polo, great advice there from the first two A&Rs. Let's go to the last A&R. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what do you think of J-Day and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, it just sound early. You still trying to find your sound, trying to find who you are as an artist. I would just tell you to keep recording and, recording is like going to practice every day. So just record as much as possible and like just pick up on things that, you should collaborate with other writers, other producers and just pick up on stuff because it just sounds super early. But both of the guys hit it on the head.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. And you heard it from all three of the A&Rs there. J-Day, great advice. Stay tuned to the end of today's event. Find out if you're today's winner for the A&R Challenge. And next up on the lineup, we have KO. Now, KO, we don't have you in the chat room. We have your song ready to go called Pop Out. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
City nigga pop out, we bring them chops out, then turned a lot of niggas blocks now. Tobroski hop out, tried to run and got hocked down. We got the spot now, the one that kick it, bitch, we opt out. Gang in this bitch, lot of chains in this bitch. Let off 100 shots, don't need no aim with that shit. Should've came with a stick, but you came with a bitch. Lame nigga, that's what you get for trying to think with your dick. 20 bulls coming in, courtesy of the plug. Mean mug, don't show no love, you get stomped in the club. 3-5, up in my blunts, only stuff with runs. Got it on me, get what you want and gotta run to the trunk. Bands on me, baby, she gon' fuck for a fee. That nigga pussy, he ain't fucking with me. Off these perkies, she gon' suck it for an hour at least. And once we fuck, I gotta roll, cause I got places to be. You ain't out here like you ducking or something, Your meds got hit and you ain't busted or nothing. Keep them killers around me, they don't do no talking or nothing. You keep rapping about them 30s, better up it or something.
Hey, what you on? Grab that talk, let's hit the block again. We just got the drop, so you know mandatory, we spin the pen. My brothers that's in the pen, shoot it all right in the chin. Posted up in the lion den, new Glock, this a new gin. Money on me, I got the bag. 100K, that's a lot of cash. Take K, I do the dash. Catch a art, he running fast. Catch a art, I get the shoot. LeBron James, I'm really on the block, we really coolin'. Bitch boy, but you's a goofy. Low key in a stolen car. Lil' sis, bitch, I'm a star. Try to run, he ain't make it far. Rock out with my guitar. 6, rock out with my guitar. Ayy, try to run from my gun, he ain't make it far. Designer on rockin' Prada. Killer up in Balenciaga. I just got a brand new chopper. 6 block, we catchin' bodies. Gang, nigga. 6 block, we catchin' bodies. Nigga, ayy, killer up in Balenciaga. Ayy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was KO with his song and his video that he submitted for us. Let me toss it over to the A&Rs. Let's find out what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, let's start off with you. What'd you think of KO and his song that he submitted?
I like it. I like the energy. It's that South, that Jacksonville, Florida energy. I think he did a good job. I actually seen this before, and I reached out to him too. But I think he did a good job. I heard of KO. KO been consistent. I'm not mad at him, man. He just got to keep pushing. He has a good feature on it. You know what I mean? Really, somebody who's people are talking about right now. With his records that got going on. So yeah, man, this is good. This is all around. I like everything about it.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. And with that, we'll go over to our next A&R on the lineup. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records, Sean Barron. What were your thoughts of KO and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I thought it had a vibe to it. I liked it. It was dope. Just to piggyback off of what Polo said, it was pretty good. I liked it.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. And with that, we'll go over to our last A&R in the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of KO and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, man, same thing here. I mean, I like the record. I think it's a good discovery record. You brought another artist in to help, bring in some of that artist fans and bring some notoriety into what he's doing. I thought the video was good. I thought just sonically, I think it felt like Florida. You know what I mean? So, and I think that's important for artists to, not to have a sound that just. I feel like just when you listen to an artist's music, you close your eyes, listen to artist music. It always helps when you can almost picture where the artist is from. You can hear, okay, damn, this artist is from. This feels like Houston, or this feels like Florida, or this feels like Atlanta, this feels like New York, this feels like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it always helps when you could do that. So I think this is one of those records where, excuse me, where you could feel the Florida in it, you know what I mean? So I like it. I like the direction that he's headed in.
Awesome. Thank you for that knowledge, positive stuff there from all three of the A&Rs. Well, KO, stay tuned to the end of today's event. We're almost there. Find out if you're today's winner for the A&R Challenge. And next up on the lineup, we have Mike Doe. Mike Doe, we do have you in the chat room. Let's go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the A&Rs. All right, so Mike, as we connect with you here, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on, man? Where are you from?
I'm from San Diego, California.
Representing San Diego. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you for joining us today. And what is your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out?
Yeah, well, on Instagram, it's going to be at Mike Doe, a.k.a. Baby John Doe, 89 hosts. And for Twitter, at Big John Doe. No, my bad. For Twitter, it's going to be at, what's it called? Baby John Doe, EC89. There you go. My bad.
All right, dope.
And Facebook is just Mike. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So tell us a little bit about this song you submitted today, The 3-Day Theory. What is this all about? What are the A&Rs about to listen to here?
Well, basically, I mean, I took my inspiration from Pac. So, I mean, as you can see, and I didn't even know that he had originally was going to release his album, this theory called 3-Day Theory. I didn't even know that recently. So that was a trip in itself. But basically, the song is really long, like it's over 10 minutes. I did 300 bars and more. But, I mean, obviously for your guys' show, I did only 5. So, I mean, you're going to only get to see 5 minutes. But rundown on my life and just all the things I encountered. And, I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm not going to lie.
Awesome. And real.
But, I mean, it's real. It's speaking from the truth. I mean, it's hard. You know, it's like, you'll see. I mean.
Okay, great. And now, Mike, real quick, what are some of the things you're doing right now to push your brand? So that way the A&Rs know a little more about you.
Well, basically, I started from the radio. Like, I got my first shot on a 106.3 ATL. And then from then, it went to Miami, Florida. And then from then, LA. And then a couple other stations. And then I got noticed, which is crazy, by Rod Waves, one of his management teams. And I'm going to go out there and do a performance, actually, in New Jersey on September 19th.
All right.
So, like, I'll be, yeah. And then also, I'm actually doing a collaboration with DC Youngfly, you know, from How High too. He's also an artist as well.
All right, dope. So this is Mike Doe with his song, The 3-Day Theory. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Christ is returning someday soon to unfold the wonderful plan of eternity for my life and your life. As long as we're cooperating with God, by accepting Jesus Christ as our personal Lord and Savior. As the Lord does return in the coming 7 days, we'll see you next time.
Yeah. On the Cali close, I clutch my motherfucking line. Better stay in line, on my grind. Shit next still, top of chime. Rewind, I flip under this chicken. My dough, yeah, go, crucifix. Belly, yeah, I rise. I go, these Illuminati. Tommy, Valentine's Day massacre. I'm the Don Juan on the block. Yeah, I smoke fat Indo spliffs. Yeah, motherfucking Tommy Chomp, fucking Tommy Blue Moon OG by me, dog. You know, I get my motherfucking blue strips. Yeah, I get my blue money. You know, it's blue money gang. Bitch, yeah, it's my dough. Murder, she sang. When she sang in the cocoon. Bitch, I busted in the womb. Yeah, weapon on my hip. I'm waist deep, waist deep. King Dingaling, yeah, King Dingaling, yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm the one that say go on, girl, do your thing. Mike Doe, vete en mi doches, lejos, ellos muerte en la medianoche. Say the art of peer pressure got me ducked, work all the load, I got her wet. I call that shit the come show. Welcome to the Mike Doe show. Toe tags and body bags is what I leave. Haters on G, I get the bag. 24/7, I kick down the door. Bitch with a 357, I unload the fucking chrome. Left him in a body bag though. Yeah, toe tags, that body bags, I kick down your back door. Yeah, East Coast gang, ho. East Coast gang, ho. Yeah, how you like to drop it down to the floor on the pole, put that booty down, but the do, I beat that shit up like a drum. Yeah, for my 11s, expectations. No, there's no motherfucking limitations to my gangster. No gangster limitations to my proclamations, nigga. So fuck your informant. Information giving bitch ass, you know. Fuck you informant. Information giving bitches. I clock riches, yeah, be patient. You know, time is of the fucking essence. The time is of the essence. See, my innovations bred by the one nation, one God, the holy hill of Zion. Now, long days on the block, no long days on the holy hill of Zion. Jack and Jill set Jack up and got his ass tied up. I'm in the building now. Country my jeans. If I repeat, I still let my weapon go. Bling, 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 bling. VVS one rings, chain, chain, ping, ping. Next tail, type of motherfucking beat. VSOP and rhyme, she's high, on the side, don't mind, don't know why. Left baby satisfied, found the gag, ground it tied up. You know, freaky deaky nice, yeah. You know, gaseous, nonsense, chemical pesticides. My rhymes are poison to these fake bitches, call that shit cyanide. I'm amplified, butterfied, round pie, east side. Coast gang for the first to 8-9, up to the Q102, 11H, 666 gang. Old slang, I bang, I get chain, chain. Call me the big rain, clutching them things, yeah. Big booty bitches, man. A7, I made it right on Compton Ave, yeah. I ain't gotta leave these bitches in a bloody bath, you know. Word, the headlights off, G, this is my mission. So I will IP9, you know. I let the motherfucking MP9 go. Got a ding though, yeah, bitch, you know. Fucking 8-9, and I ran back to the bucket. It went. Yeah, my family consists of gorillas in the mist. Yeah, I clutch the shit. Grand thefts, yeah, and Slim Jim's pseudonym is I'm a crip, bitch. Yeah, Grim Reaper to these bitches, you know. I get the street sweeper to the chest, known to knock homies out like bitches call animal control. Put that bitch to sleep, leave him Big John Doe. No, motherfucker, that's the homie though, you know. Big John Doe to Mike fucking Doe. Yeah, I toe tag, a body bag, a nigga on the floor. The message is clear, bitches. Yeah, I put you to sleep. Yeah, you know. I'm known to make mamas weep. Yes, a sheep and I'm a wolf. Woo! Yeah, to this game, bitch, you know. I aim, became T-Pin at a very early age. I ball up, I shoot the rock, no pitch the rock. A9 gang, call shots like a fucking ball game. Last name Doe, first name Mike. Stolen bikes, 211's home invasions. Don't push me to the edge. 187 to the brain. Leave the food stretched out on the fucking pavement. The lesson is use a bitch. Snitches get sealed lips, trigger finger itching. Plain and simple, leave enemies in the ditch. Hanging from a bridge, rock or die, lullaby, supply time, yeah, behind enemy lines, every ride, things in the alley, throw them a nail at night, despite all rain, jobs and tricks, banging, slanging, gang retaliation, snub noses, 357s, Mac 11s, whole neighborhood looking like South Central back in the 80s, yeah, my dope, bought the dope to the streets when they had no fucking hope, serving up fools like McDonald's, that's a motherfucking billion, sorry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mike Doe with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the A&Rs. Let's find out what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Mike Doe and his song that he submitted?
It was really bad. The quality was bad. The rhyme patterns were bad. The beat was bad. I would you just got to take more time and effort with your music. And that's really like the end all be all of it. There's really nothing more for me to say.
All right. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. With that, we'll go over to our next A&R on the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records, Knowledge. What were your thoughts of Mike Doe and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, man. I got to piggyback off of what Sean said, really. I mean, like, I wasn't jacking that at all. Like, I thought, look, bro, like, we just got to be honest, right? It's like, there's no way that you can listen to anything that's out from any artist right now and feel like that was remotely close to a finished product. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to look at the audio quality, you know what I'm saying, how it was coming across to us as a listener, audio quality was very poor. The raps themselves, the lyrics themselves, the delivery of the lyrics, the pockets that they were in, the pattern, just everything about this record nothing about, or actually, let me say, nothing about this record felt well thought out, or like time was really taken seriously in the making of this. You know what I'm saying? Nor in the presentation of it either. So it's just like, you know, honestly, like after the first minute, I cut the shit off because I was like, yo, I don't know what to take this seriously. I don't know if is this a joke, or you know what I'm saying. So I'm not saying none of this to be mean or to be an asshole, but I'm just saying, like, when we talking about like putting out music, something that we all do for a living that we take very seriously, it's just like, bro, like you're gonna have to come a lot harder than that, and you got to understand, like, you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to look at the product that you're putting out and be like, yo, this isn't up to par. So before I start presenting that to other people, let me make sure my shit is together and tight before I even, you know what I'm saying, start pitching it to people, you know, for serious consideration.
Definitely well said. Thank you for that knowledge. And with that, we'll go over to our last A&R in the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what'd you think of Mike Doe and his song?
I'm glad that Knowledge kept it real, honestly. You know, it's not to put you down, bro, but it didn't feel like you really gave it any effort. I just feel like, you know, he wasn't rhyming, he wasn't really trying to take us anywhere or direction or lyrically. I don't think you even wrote any of this stuff down. I feel like you just went into the booth and just started saying whatever. But not even in the booth, because if the recording sounds like you did it at home, you know, what the Knowledge is saying is that this is something we take serious. You know what I mean? And the artists that we work with, these guys are crazy and work hard to perfect their craft. So in a sense, you have to kind of do the same. You know what I mean? Like, you can't pitch a song like this, which I can't call it a song. I don't even know what it was, because I'm like, Knowledge, I cut it off after like a minute and a half. I just couldn't do it because it just wasn't taking me anywhere, and I knew it wasn't going to change. So if I would have said that you're telling me you got 10 minutes worth of that, I'm pretty sure you didn't get a lot of fans to even go through the whole record. I'm pretty sure it got cut off after a minute as well. Because again, put the pen to the paper, write something down, make it rhyme, make it, you know, have a flow to it, a scheme. It wasn't any of that. It's just somebody who just said whatever. And, you know, that's me as an A&R, the Knowledge and SHAWN, who literally wake up and read this music every single day. That's not, we're not listening to that. We're not. I'm not going to take that real. I mean, and, you know, he's talking about Rod Wave and shows like that. And it's like, how can you be on stage with that? I don't see it. So, you know, he can't, I don't know if he got off, but he needs to start taking it serious, man.
Yeah,
because
he left, so I mean.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, he wasted our 5 minutes, so it's cool. You know, these are the artists that we're not looking at. So just letting you guys know.
Definitely keeping it real. Thank you for that. Polo, Knowledge, and SHAWN all keeping it real. Well, that was our last artist for today's show. Before I read off the winner for today, we're going to give a big shout out to all three of the A&Rs for joining us. Starting off with the first A&R in the lineup, he's the VP of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. SHAWN BARRON, where can everyone find you on social media?
I'm going to just add, homie was tripping. Homie was tripping. Yeah. He said something about Tupac too, like, bro, he was tripping.
He didn't even know what the 3 days theory was.
Man.
That's bugged out.
He is the injury of Machiavelli.
Homie was off. He was off. We're going to pray for him. You can find me at SHAWN BARRON.
All right, SHAWN, it's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And up next on the judge lineup, he is an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, where can everyone find you on social media?
Everyone can find me at God_knowledge. I only really have Instagram, so you can find me there. But to touch on what they were saying, like, this is just to all artists, it's like, and no one's picking on him in particular, but it's like, as an A&R, like, we get a ton of submissions all the time, you know what I'm saying, from all types of artists. So it's like, the way you present your music visually and also the audio quality of it, like, that's half the battle right there. You know what I'm saying? So if I see something that looks half-assed, or if I hear something that just doesn't even sound like the audio quality, like you really attempted to, half the time I'm not even gonna really dive into it because, like, yo, I got so much other stuff to listen to of people that really took their time and effort to perfect it and make it as sound and look as well as it can. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we take all that into consideration. You know what I'm saying? So before you present, and that's what I was saying to touch on what you talked about earlier when you asked me about when is it, when should an artist start looking for A&Rs and all that? It's like, yo, don't even worry about that. Just focus on what you got to focus. Focus on the presentation of your music. Focus on all of that stuff. That's what you need to be focused on. You know what I'm saying? We'll find you when the time is right. That's how you know when the time is right, when we start reaching out to you. But before that, don't come to us with that half-ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language and all that. But don't come to us with that, bro. We got too much time. We got too much other stuff to do with our time.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely well said. And that's coming straight from the executive A&R director at Atlantic Records. Thank you for that knowledge. And last but certainly not least, he's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, where can everyone find you on social media?
I'm on Instagram on the POLO_2X.
Awesome. Polo, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you to all three of our A&Rs for joining us. And with that said, the winner for today, the favorite of all the A&Rs, top scorer for today, Hippie Tribe. Hippie Tribe, big congratulations to you. You're today's winner for the A&R Challenge, winning a studio session with all three of the A&Rs. Once again, that's Hippie Tribe. Big congratulations to you. Be sure to check your email right after this event to claim your prizes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in today. My name is Adonis Lugo. Be sure to check me out on Instagram as well. On behalf of myself, the A&Rs, and all the entire team at Direct to Exec, we'll see you guys on the next one.